In the wake of the violence that began with a demonstration by a tiki torch mafia in Virginia this past weekend, Donald Trump coddled racists by blaming the violence on many sides. Not both sides, many sides. Who killed Heather Heyer? Could have been anyone from many sides. Could have been someone in their bed who weighs 400 pounds. Could have been the Chinese. Could have been the North Koreans. What was surprising was the criticism that the president received from senators in his own party over the sickening aid and comfort he provided to the perpetrator in his response. GOP Senator Orrin Hatch. We should call evil by its name. My brother didn't give his life fighting Hitler for Nazi ideas to go unchallenged here at home. GOP Senator Marco Rubio. Very important for the nation to hear POTUS describe events in Charlottesville for what they are, a terror attack by white supremacists. GOP Senator Ted Cruz. I urge the Department of Justice to immediately investigate and prosecute today's grotesque act of terrorism. Ted Cruz. So all of a sudden these guys are Al Sharpton? It's just not customary for Republicans to come out so swiftly against racists because they don't want to offend a certain passionate segment of their base. Birthers. A mere 2 years ago, when Dylann Roof gunned down 12 people in Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina, killing 9, GOP response was lacking at best. It was, don't blame guns, that, and let's not jump to conclusions. Let's wait till we get all the facts. He repeated that he wanted to kill black people during the attack, but let's wait till we get all the facts. His racist manifesto was posted on his website, but let's wait till we get all the facts. His friend said he was a racist. We don't know all the facts. He was spitting on the American flag in pictures on his website. Let's not blame guns. After all those facts had been ascertained, FBI Director James Comey declined to call the Charleston gunning down of 12 black churchgoers by a white supremacist an act of terror. I spent years tearing into conservatives for their exploitation of white supremacist passion. I've called them out for their double standards. I point out where they're disingenuous. So, when all of a sudden they appear to contravene their own standard operating procedures, it requires encouragement. I want to give credit where credit is due because this is unprecedented with the current Republican Party. Am I skeptical? Boy, you better believe it. There's a part of me that's wondering, what if maybe, in seeming more liberal on race, they're actually positioning themselves for something way more sinister? What if they discover that the GOP has finally scrubbed so many black and Latino voters off the rolls that they can finally afford to alienate the most repugnant segment of their own base? While I'm skeptical, I'm hopeful that this is on the level and that they really feel this way. Here's what I hope specifically. 1, I hope they would have been as willing to criticize Trump if his popularity was above 50%. Just saying, Trump's lack of popularity makes it easier to call him out for the rat that he is. 2, I hope that if this person had used a gun like in the Charleston shooting instead of a car to kill Heather Heyer and injure 19 others, there would have been the same outrage and willingness to call this terrorism. 3, I hope that if Heather Heyer was Aisha Wilson or Dontre Holmes, there would have been the same GOP response. And 4, I hope that these GOP senators work with Democrats to make sure that there's the same federal scrutiny on domestic terror as there is on Islamic terror. In February, the Trump administration said it intended on changing the Countering Violent Extremism program to the Countering Islamic Terrorism program. That's just one step below giving domestic terrorists money and a big hug. So, to Marco Rubio and company, your thoughts, prayers, and denunciations are appreciated, but it's not enough. Use those same sneaky techniques you've been using to sabotage Obamacare to go after domestic terrorists before they strike. Then, maybe you won't have to scrub Democratic voters from the rolls. They might just start voting for you.